Today, Dr. Robin Whitburn is teaching his post-GCSE study group about Britain's relationship with her former colonial subjects.
So what we've had from the 19th century are things to do with submission, even being degraded, humiliated. Probably about 20 minutes ago, I was mulling over what we were going to be doing, and just this word expectations came to me. What do the other two pictures suggest about how Britain changed their expectations? What did the British expect, Chantal? So I actually fine-tuned that key question probably about half an hour, 20 minutes before the lesson itself. Lesson planning in general for me always begins with the key questions. So I'll have one probably overarching key question, and I'll think about what I want the students to develop out of that question. Mongiwa, do you want to add in anything there?
I think the British have sort of loosened the strings on their imperialist power.
The British have had to loosen the strings of imperialism. I really like that phrase, yeah? You've done really well there, Mongiwa.
Perhaps plan a couple of key questions for within each of the parts of the lesson, the activities that you're doing, certainly your teacher talk.
Is there any sign, do you think, from these pictures that Africans have changed what they expect? I wanted a starter that would engage everybody. Algeria, Ghana, Ivory Coast and Nigeria. All right? You're looking for the European power that ruled in each one. Chantal, you did the standard? Yep. So I thought, well, the World Cup's in Africa this year, so I picked out some African teams and just asked which European country was there in Africa before the present day.
Ghana's Britain.
Okay, so this is the UK.
Ivory Coast is France.
Is France.
And Nigeria is UK as well.
Is the UK as well. Excellent. All right. Did anybody have Algeria?
Is it France?
It's France as well. Do you know anything tell you that?
I know it from football.
Go on, exactly.
But a lot of the French players are originally Algerian.
Absolutely, well done. All right.
Robin plans for differentiation, allowing his pupils to choose from 3 different levels: standard, super and super upgrade.
The word standard is much better, I think, than a word like easy or foundation. And then we went for super, which again sounds very grand, but it's only actually the middle level. Afrikaans and French. All right. And then super upgrade just for a little bit of amusement from petrol, really.
But what do pictures and cartoons reveal about Britain and her former empire?
What's happening to the African king in the right-hand picture? If he's just showing he's being respectful in the left-hand one, but what's happening to him in the right-hand one?
I couldn't see why like a king would have to bow down to a soldier that's like a person that's not even in royalty, so he's just like bowing down to any other person.
So is that about respect?
No.
What's that about?
I would use the word submission in a
Go
way,
on.
as the fact that if he is of a higher power, why should he have to bow down to someone that's not even on his own level? Yeah, it's demeaning to him to have to do that. It's like making him seem like he's not even of a high status when he actually is.
Yeah, excellent. Today we've concentrated on the British expectations, but what about the African expectations? Is there anything you can pick up from the 4 pictures? Are there any signs that being associated with Britain has changed the expectations of Africans? Not about Africans, but the expectations of the Africans themselves.
If he assimilates and becomes sort of one of them, then he sort of has a right to be respected and treated as one of them.
Don't place such high expectations on yourself that you feel you can't go to sleep the night before until everything is planned to the last detail.
The best tip for lesson planning is just always to think of learning as a journey. Know where you're going to be starting and where you want to get to for the children in your class.